Good evening, NaviWorkers. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Hey, Chase Lifestyle. You know, you're the first to join. I'm really persuaded to send you a copy of my second book. Let me see. Okay, where are you? Hi, Uche. So, guys, welcome to NaviWork, your guide to navigating the work environment. Whether you're fresh out of school or transitioning from one organization to the next, we know that it can be challenging to navigate the workspace because I've been there, I've done that, and I've worn the t-shirt. I am the amazing Ameze, and as always, I am here to help. I am also the phenomenal author of two amazing books. The first one being Body Up, which was released. Hi, Kalavahoti. The first one being Body Up, which was released on the 1st of May 2024. The second being Stake or Place, which was released November 6, 2025. Isn't God a good God? So, how are you guys doing? It's Valentine season and everybody has their knickers in a twist. I don't know why, but it just so happens that it is always a thing. I remember in Lagos by this time, thankfully, you better be grateful that Valentine's Day falls on a Saturday, but just stay in your house because the traffic will be crazy. So we're here to talk about this. This time last year, we talked about people that met their loved ones in the office and fortunately got married to them. I say fortunately because it's not every time that these things end in marriage, and it is somewhat of a big deal that people just always are under pressure. I remember in my office, I actually have a video of a guy, one of my colleagues then, telling somebody that had just joined, I think it was Valentine's Day or her birthday, that I just need to see what your Valentine's Day will look like, because the person that used to sit on your seat before used to have so many cakes and then so many flowers, and it was just a thing, and the pressure was just getting worse and worse. But I'm here to tell you to just chill. That's the vibe I'm bringing today, to let you know that you should what? You should chill. And sometimes I'm supposed to be joined today by the amazing Russian. Let's hope that she gets on live and she joins me. And if anybody wants to join, we just want to freestyle. But I want to be here for just 1 hour because for me, it's going to be a nice weekend, sipping on nice water and binging on one of my favorite donuts. No pressure at all. None whatsoever. So, why does Valentine's Day suddenly feel like an annual relationship appraisal? Why? Why does it feel like you are, the number of cakes you get for those in relationships or those that are not in relationship? You want to know how hot you are? Okay, Russian is here. So I'm going to add her. Russian, let me know when you're ready for me to add you. Oh, you sent a request. Fantastic. Good. So I don't get to do this alone. I'm going to introduce you to some Russian. So good luck. You guys are thinking in this season. Uche, thank you. I saw you called me your fave. I'm touched. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Roshan, are you joining me? Because I've sent the record. Okay. Can you turn your camera around?
Hi.
Hey, Roshan. My
Amy.
Malawian godsend. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great.
Okay.
So good to
Okay.
be back here. I remember the last time I came live. Like, it's been a
Well,
long
so but
time.
2026, you need to do it more often. So maybe when I have a guest, you need to anchor it with me. Maybe can we talk about that in our meeting next week? Let's talk about
Yes.
that. Let's talk about that. Hi, Priscilla. So thank you all for joining. For those that have joined, Calabar Hoti has joined. Uche has joined. Chase, I call her Chase Collections, but I see she has rebranded. Chase Lifestyle. Okay. Dovex FG, thank you all so much for joining. So we need to talk about this. And Russian, just before you got on, I was telling them how Valentine's Day is, at least in Nigeria, then I don't see that much pressure here in the UK. I do see a lot of flowers, a lot of red and pink mugs all over the place. I see teddy bears all over the place. But in Nigeria, the traffic is normally horrible. I'm so grateful for those that work that Valentine's Day is falling on the Saturday. I don't know whether they would have tried to apply the pressure from today, but normally it would be a competition of cakes, perfumes, rings, popping the question, somebody coming with a saxophone. I mean, it's a thing, it's a vibe, right? And I was just saying before you came on, Roshan is my director of sales and global sales and marketing. So all the marketing strategy you see, all the flyers you see, is Russian, and of course she's available for a fee. Some of you have contacted her directly and she has done some work for you, so I'm very happy about that, and everybody's normally happy with Russian's work. So that's Russian. She's from Malawi and she's been a huge support from the beginning of NaviWork. She's one of my gifts from God. So Russian, as I was saying before I started this, I had to play Jesus, you love me too much, so that everybody can just reduce the pressure. Jesus, God is love. Let's start from there. And God
Yeah.
loves you. If a man doesn't send you flowers, a girl doesn't reciprocate your gift, don't be pressured. Like I said, vibe on nice cold water. You don't even have to do drinks. And my
Yes, please.
favorite donut. Yeah, we're doing this. Let's clock it, Russia. Let's do that. No pressure, no pressure whatsoever. No pressure. So
At
I was just
all.
asking Russian, so why does Valentine's Day suddenly feel like an annual relationship appraisal? Who told us love must trend? I mean, why must it be a trend? Like, if your relationship needs a budget, like some people like, oh, what's my budget for this Valentine's Day? Should we talk about it if that relationship needs a budget to survive? And how Instagram is now your KPI, how they did it on Instagram, how some people did their Valentine's, somebody got a car, somebody got this, and somebody brought a trumpet, somebody's office flowers. Why so much pressure? Why? Why? Russia, please tell me about it, in your generation especially.
No, I think that's how we grew up. We saw that in the movies. Oh, by the way, like, if you're experiencing that, if you're enjoying that in your relationship, please be full on, like, enjoy it.
That's
Enjoy it. So, like, this live, the reason we brought in this live, because last year, remember, we had a couple who met at work. So we were talking about romance in the workplace. So
yes.
you have people who have amazing experiences at work, and they get to meet other people, new people at work, and then they eventually get married. So, but
Mhm.
it's not a story like that for everybody. So that's
Yes.
why this year we decided to take this angle. People who feel like, oh my gosh, I have to do something. It's Valentine's. Oh, I don't have a boyfriend. What should I do? And stuff like that. Or you are a guy in a relationship. You don't really have enough money, and you're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do for my girl? There's so much pressure. So we want to help those individuals, right? So I think amazing. So I'll be the one, like, you can give us the wisdom, right? But because this is something we grew up, we saw it in movies. At least in your generation, you didn't really see that growing up. But for us, like, every movie you see the flamboyant lifestyle, and even now social media, it's like that's what you see every day. So you think it's normal. You think, oh my gosh, you need to give these huge gifts when you're dating someone, or you need to have a boyfriend, because if you don't have a boyfriend, then you're going to have a horrible Valentine's Day. So I think it's because we've grown up seeing it, so
Okay.
we expect it. So yeah, so now you, as the wise one, please tell
Ah,
us
the
what,
oracle. Okay.
Yeah, what type of mindset should we have?
Okay. The
Like
first
young
mindset.
professionals.
So
Mm,
for a young, first of all, I always establish the fact that NaviWork is born of God. So there's no way I will not go back to God. And before I started talking on the live, I played a song about how much Jesus loves you. The first thing you should know as a young professional or as an individual, as a human being, is that God loves you. And that if nobody on the face of this earth loves you, that God's love is enough for you. Let's first settle that. I think we should say that. Let's breathe. Let's sip on our water, Russian. Can we sip on that, please?
do that. And I say,
If my daughter catches me with her bottle, I'm in for it. So I think first of all, we need to settle that in our hearts. That first of all, we're loved. We're loved by somebody whose love is not attached to anything, as it were, because the Bible says God so loved the world, not the righteous, not the Christian, not the one that is born again. He loved the world. First thing.
mm,
Then, for those of us that have taken the step to accepting Jesus as our Lord and Savior, He loves you. To be honest, not any more than He loves the world. You just grow in the consciousness of the love that He has for you. And first of all, let's establish that is enough. Now, in terms of a relationship context, which is what Valentine's Day is all about at the end of the day, and that's what the pressure brings. If you are not in a relationship right now, it does not mean that you are scarred. It does not mean that you have a blemish or you have a big A or big V across your face labeling you something negative. I know that. So in my generation, my parents, the love language was I provide for my home, I take care of the home. So daddy provides, mommy takes care, or mommy provides that care, or they support each other. That was the love language, and it was understood. But I also grew up seeing maybe some people ahead of me or watching movies, and then I grew up in a setting, especially working in the kind of environment where I worked. The pressure was real. You would hope that I know that someone one time I got some gifts on Valentine's Day, and one of my friends was very upset, and I heard her on the phone raking for her boyfriend. Now, what kind of because they tried to send like a rose the next day, the day after Valentine, and she was like, of course they broke up shortly after. I don't think it was because of the one rose that he sent a day after, but I think it was just that how dare you not send a gift? And the pressure is increased when you see other people receiving gifts in the office, saxophonists. Now, let me tell you the truth. I'm not saying this is the reality for many people, but empty vessels make the loudest noise. Sometimes that relationship needs urgent repair. So those grand gestures are evidence of urgent repair. Sometimes it's not, but I'm telling you, I'm saying this to you so that you don't feel the pressure of, hey, they didn't come and play saxophone for me. I didn't get 6 million flowers. I did not get assurance Range Rover. I did not get a Porsche. I did not get a Porsche Cayenne, like one of my friends told me she wanted as a dream car. I mean, or a car landing in front of my office with a red bow on it saying, will you marry me? They didn't propose to me on Valentine's Day. All those things are good when you can afford it. But when the person you are with especially cannot afford it, and he just says, can we go and sit together and watch a movie and just be happy that we have each other? It should be enough. I also understand that the advent of social media makes everything exaggerated. It's not really like that. A friend of mine, when I was working still in investment banking, had to get off social media for a while. Do you know why she did that? Because she started questioning her husband's love for her. Now, this is her husband's love for her. She was upset about people's proposals on social media. She got off Instagram because she had to tell herself that, look, if I keep doing this, I am going to endanger my relationship. And she didn't want to do that. It was financial pressure. It was emotional pressure. And for those that are just starting out in their career and they're mid-level in their career, even some people that are not really mid-level, but they've not built the houses that they'll be using to collect rent. Please go easy on the things that put you under pressure. Go easy on the gift buying. I'm a lavish giver. So I used to love buying lots of gifts, but it used to bankrupt me. If I love you, I was with my friend now, she's telling me I wanted to buy something for her husband. I said, what's your budget? When she told me the budget, I said, I'm the wrong person. Because when I buy perfume for my husband, please, the perfume cannot be less than a certain amount of money. It has to be oud. It has to be, he has to walk past and people say, who is that? So this money you called, I'm not the one. So this money you have mentioned to me, do it according to your clothes. Buy a bottle of red wine, buy chocolates, have a nice bath with your husband, and make sure that this night is an amazing night. You need to understand that you are a young professional. You are growing up, but you need to build for the future. You don't want to spend everything you have in the morning you will be hungry at night. That's not what you do as a young professional. This pressure is just what it is pressure. And what you need to do is close your eyes. I'm telling you because I did it. And I know Roshan has a lot of other questions, so I don't want to say too many things. For those of you that are guys and you don't have a girlfriend, go and hang out with your mates. Go and hang out with your girls. Have a good time. Celebrate yourself. For the girls, hang out with your girls. One of the the first person that logged on today, I remember one of her birthdays, and I did a surprise party for her and my cousin because they are birthday mates. Why did I do a surprise party for them? Because I wanted them to know that having a boyfriend is not what guarantees you a surprise party. Your girl can throw you a surprise party. You know, your friends can make you feel loved, can send you flowers, and they don't have to be lesbians. They don't have to be, they don't have to be queer. We're just celebrating each other. But the pressure that you have to be a relationship, it has to be a proposal. For those in a relationship, you now frustrate the person you're in a relationship with. For those that are not in a relationship, you now put yourself under an unnecessary financial, emotional, even work pressure. So, anyway, Roshan, let me let you ask me what you want to ask me. Please, what's wrong with the network in Malawi? Roshan is booting. No, I can't hear you. Roshan, we can't hear you. If it's just me, let me know. Roshan, your network is acting up. Roshan, I can't hear you. Okay, so let me go on until Roshan is able to come up. Chase Lifestyle, you remember? Yeah, so you can see that Roshan is booting. Yeah, it's not just me. Okay, so let me continue. Even in your relationship, for the young ones at work now, you're trying to build a career. You're also probably building a relationship or trusting God for a relationship. If you are seeing, okay, I'm sure she's gonna come back in when her network is better. She's gonna come back in. So for instance, you need to get off these expectations and comparison problem. Silent expectations versus communicated expectations. Really, if you want something and you're in a relationship, please tell the person that you're with. In fact, I used to say, surprise me. I want a surprise. Because I'm not about to set somebody up to fail. Why am I trying to see whether you will remember that it's Valentine's Day or see whether you remember that it's my birthday? Why? I will just remind you. I can even call you the day before. I remember when I was single, I was dating somebody, and my birthday was about to run out. And the person had not called. I just called him. I said, guy, thankfully, he was also my homie. I said, today on my birthday, you never call me up. And I was abroad. She said, what? He said, today's not your birthday. I said, my guy, you cannot be arguing my birthday with me. You cannot be arguing. I said, today is my birthday. He said, today not be your birthday now. Today is not your birthday. I said, you go to argue when they born me with me. Of course, needless to say, his whole family called me. His sisters called me. His brother called me. Said, please don't be offended. Even his birthday, they don't remember. Even his family members, they don't remember. I said, I'm not offended. Let me call her to remind that I'm not upset. And of course, the person will make it up to me. I don't even do that. If Valentine's Day is approaching, I know that is a thing for you. You and the person you are with, whether it's in the office or not. Because last year we talked about those that had relationships that graduated into marriage. And so those are the people that we brought on this period. But today we're talking about those that may not be in relationship or may be in relationship and they're under pressure because of expectations. You talk about those expectations. So it does not affect your productivity in the office because the Navi worker is supposed to be sharp in and out of season. Whether they are valuing you or they're not valuing you, please be delivering in the office. We don't want to hear that I was emotionally distraught. That's why I was not able to bring my best foot forward when I got to the office. Please, that's not what NaviWork is about. The Navi worker is on point, whether they are valuing them or not, whether they are receiving roses or not, whether they are sending out roses or not. The Navi worker is on point, right? So if you have expectations, Roshan has talked about her network, but Roshan, if you can, please try to join again, and then I will try to invite you. So talk about your expectations. Oh, this is what I would like. Can we afford it? Or can we, if we cannot afford, let's do something like that so that we can make it memorable. Forget what you see. Forget what you see on social media. It is irrelevant, please. Forget what you see. A call was coming in and it sort of distracted me. Forget what people are saying they did. Forget what people are posting. I always tell my kids, we even did it just now. Comparison is what they will say the thief of joy. I'll say comparison is what they will say the thief of joy. Do not, that is what that is about. When I was in, I don't know that people still do that, but when I was in secondary school, or funny enough, people that already give us, girls will send themselves gifts to just make sure that that day is memorable, you know. There was a particular girl that sent gifts to herself. Yes, she sent gifts to herself. That's real pressure. Now, she didn't send gifts to herself like Ameze is valuing Ameze and making it obvious that I vowed myself. That's good. Like I just told you guys, which have my favorite donuts, and I'm sipping on my water, right? But I'm saying that she sent it as if somebody sent it to her. You can't do that to yourself. What level of pressure chases you to that level of madness? So celebrate yourself, celebrate your friends, go out with your friends. Just say, look, and if you're married, go out with your husband by all means. Or if you don't want to get stuck in the traffic, buy things and make it memorable for yourself. Say if they're kids, send them up early, do a candlelit dinner. Please don't let your house catch fire. And watch a movie that both of you like, sit on a new series that both of you bond over, and talk about your plans for the future, all those wonderful, amazing things. You can go to social media to see what people are doing because they can afford to do it or because they can do it. And let it be for your amusement and for your entertainment and for your joy for other people, not for it to bring pressure on you. I know the pressure is real. I know that there are people that are starting out their careers, that want to get married. Okay, now I have a good job. Thank God, NaviWork, they guided me, they coached me. I now have a job. So now is to get married. And then you now go and get pregnant. Valentine is another period people feel like, this is the day I declare that I love him and I want to show him that I like him. And now go and sleep with him. And now go and carry belly. He now says, for who? No. So please, do not lose your focus. Do not beat yourself up unnecessarily because it's Valentine's Day. So no comparisons. And you must understand that all those reels, all those things you see on stories, all those things you see on people's stories, and all those amazing reels that you are seeing, those are the highlights. That's not the whole story. So the highlights are not the whole story. Everybody has a story and we celebrate their stories. But before your story becomes that, or before you have that, don't beat yourself up. Don't kill yourself. It's not necessary. And your relationship is not a group project. It must not be on Instagram. Your relationship is not a movie. It is not a reel. Don't go on Instagram and now go and start abusing the person that you're dating. Because guess what? You will think that you're shading or throwing shade at the person that you're dating. But other people will say, I beg, I cannot be in a relationship with this guy or this girl. Because if I do anything now, the whole world will know. Because everybody on Instagram, on Twitter, or whatever it is will know what happened with us. So please, your relationship doesn't necessarily have to be a group project, a world project. Everybody must know what we're doing, And when you are clear on what the purpose and the focus of your relationship is, all that drama will be prevented. Clarity prevents drama, and we don't need drama. Your relationship is not a skit. Your relationship is not a series or a movie. Movie is 1 hour 30 minutes. So that movie that we see that the person was young, the person was old, the whole thing is 1 hour 30 minutes. It's not a lifetime. So you cannot build your expectations of a relationship on a movie or on a skit. So please be emotionally mature this period. Be aware. Don't get carried away. Today is Friday. Good. Let us end Valentine's Day on Saturday. Let it at the very best spill into Sunday. Don't carry that drama to work on Monday. Monday, get to work and be on your A game. Don't carry the drama or the reels of what happened or what didn't happen, of how your expectations were met or how they were dashed. And that's what you spend the first half. That's what you spend the first half of Monday morning doing. Roshana sent a request. Let me try to go live with her again. So you are building your career. Don't sabotage your finances because of optics. Don't go and do more than yourself. The Navi worker is young, a young professional. Hi, Roshan, you're back. Welcome. I was trying to say something, so let me finish this thought and then you can ask me a question. I was saying that please don't sabotage your finances. The young professional, because you want to prove a point, you want to prove that you can give a gift, especially guys. Guys, don't fall for that nonsense pressure. A woman likes a guy that has vision. If you have a house, she'll appreciate you more than you sending saxophonists to her office or sending a bouquet of flowers that will die tomorrow. please, I'm begging you, have a vision, have a goal. So please don't sabotage your career, because you're trying to meet the optics. Maturity is the ability to delay gratification. Delayed gratification applies to relationships too. So you can fly this person you're with on private jets much later in life. That would be very, very good. But for now, sit in and enjoy yourself. The same discipline you apply to your career should apply to your love life. Discipline yourself, plan everything, and let it end between tomorrow, Sunday. Don't carry it into Monday morning, and now we're asking you for deliverable. You say, "Oh, I'm still in the love mood." Please, that's not the life of the NaviWorker. Don't let one day disrupt your long-term plan. Rush and go on.
Wow. Thank you so much, Amazing. Can you hear me, please, before I continue?
I can hear you, Roshan, but with a lot of struggle.
Hello.
I can hear you.
You can hear me, okay? Yeah. So I like what you said, that no one should feel pressure, to do what they can't do. It's better to do something for your partner in the near future when you can afford it than just putting so much pressure. So yeah, thank you for that tip. So all right, so what can someone do now that you've shared all this now? Okay, so tomorrow, what should people be doing? Because now we've heard, so what type of mind should we have? Tomorrow, you see the people bring their flowers, because obviously people are going to see people be on social media doing stuff. So what advice would you give that people should be doing, the ones who are single, and even the ones who cannot afford to do the flamboyant type of surprises?
Okay. So let me start from the ones who are single. For the ones who are single, I like the fact that you know that you're single. So we've called it out. So look for your other single friends that if you feel you must do something, because to be honest, you mustn't do everything. And maybe I'm thinking with the mindset of Lagos, Nigeria. The traffic is horrible on those days. It is as if everybody forgets that they can go out every other day. Is that day everybody wants to take somebody to one restaurant or something or do something? It is just horrifying. But if you insist that you must do something on that day, by all means, hang out with your girls. I used to do that a lot when I was single. Hang out with my girls, go to a place where we really like. Calabar Hoti is here. I used to hang out with her. Chase Lifestyle is here. We will just go out and eat, or go and watch a movie and laugh and make all the noise and gist, and not necessarily calling for attention, but just having a genuinely good time. Guess what that will do? It will take your eyes off other people. It will take your eyes off other relationships. It will help you focus. In fact, there was a time, this was with me and Calabar Hoti and about 2 or 3 other people. We would we had a huge sheet that I had gotten from church about goal setting. And we're saying how we will set these goals and the different steps that we would use to take a cooking class, learn a language, do a certification. Spend time with your girls brainstorming. Or guess what? As a single person, let's say I don't have girls, spend time with yourself. You need to be comfortable in yourself. You need to be happy with who you are and who God has made you to be. And the situation you find yourself, being single is not even a situation. It's just a current state. Do you understand what I mean? So take the pressure off, please, by all means. For those that are in relationships, are not yet married, do what you can afford, especially because you're starting out in life. You don't want to say, you don't want later in your life to say, in those days, I wish that money I used to do that thing, I had used it to buy a plot of land. I wish that money I used to do that thing, I went to buy her a wig that is the equivalent of the price of a plot of land or foundation. You don't want to be thinking like that in the future, or that money I spent on that perfume, I could have used it to do. No. Do what you can afford. I always say, people say cut your coat according to your size. I don't say that too, because you are fat. I say cut your coat according to the cloth. So if you are a fat person, before you lose weight, make mini clothes according to what you have. So do what you can do. There's no pressure. And guess what? If your relationship is under financial pressure, it means that and the person wants to leave you because you cannot do what Davido is doing for Choma, then let the person go and marry Davido. Or let Choma go and look for it. You don't let anybody put you on that pressure. They should keep on working. If the relationship is going to break because you cannot afford to do what they're doing, so not because you are mean, not because you're selfish, not because you're stingy, you just can't afford it. and your relationship wants to be under pressure, my brother, please build your career. My sister, please build your career. I say, look at what your mates are doing. Do you know what girls are giving guys these days? My brother, please go and meet those girls that are giving guys the world. No, 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 no. We're not doing this here. I'm building my career. I have a financial plan. I have a goal. There are things that I want to achieve for myself. Right now, I love you. I want to be with you. And this is what I want to spend doing this for you. And you too, vice versa. I always try to say you come with the same energy that they are bringing to you. Because I'm very, very generous. So there was a time I was dating somebody and I was telling grandpa that I bought the person that, because the grandpa, the person had delivered something to my office. And grandpa was like, oh, you got something nice, perfume and this. Grandpa was not asking me what I got. When I was listing what I got, because I love to give. Grandpa said, I could see that he really wanted his daughter to be measured. Man, please, can you just give what they gave you? They gave you perfume and cake. I think that's what I got. I can't remember. But me, I bought TM Louis shirts. I bought this because I love to give. And I just thought, I can afford it. Let's go all out, I think grandpa also was trying to give me some relationship tips that, girl, you're going to have to try to match what they're giving you. And then, and then for those that are married, you also still have projects. You have things that you're doing. So do what you can do. Spend time with each other. Ask yourself pertinent questions that will move your relationship forward. Forget social media. Forget social media like bad habit. Forget it. And if both of you want to watch social media together about what's happening, watch it. Some of those things are true. People are really doing those great things for people. Yes. Some of them are also not true. So how about we just social media our own selves and just be happy with ourselves and do what we can do? I think that's my view on that. Yeah.
Wow. So I hope you guys can hear. Thank you so much, Amazing. Do what you can do. Don't overstretch yourself. Yeah. So now there's something you talked about when I want you to touch on expectations and comparison. So how does one communicate expectations, right? Because, for example, some people they're in a relationship, so they assume their partner will know what they want. Okay, so for example, I've spoken to other people who they want their partner to figure out what they want. So when the partner now does something else, they're like, but this is not what I asked, right? This is what I was expected. Or you have another group of people who they asked their partner to do something, but their partner also didn't do what they asked. So okay, how do you navigate these spaces? Their partner can afford that thing, but they did not do it.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it's causing friction. Yes. So can you touch on that?
Please, all of this, I appreciate your question, but please don't let this thing affect work on Monday. Like I've told you guys, this whole, let it be Friday nights, Saturday, Thanksgiving in church on Sunday. Monday, please go to work with your 18. But let me answer that question. If you, first of all, nobody's a mind reader, and I genuinely think it's unfair for you to expect somebody to just know what you want. Everybody's evolving. What you wanted a year ago is probably not what you want this year. So I think it's unfair for you to expect somebody to just know what you want. I understand when you say, oh, we've been together for so long. By now, he should know that I like loud gestures. By now, he should know that I like quiet gestures. Yes, but you are growing. You are evolving. So if you spend time talking to each other, the person will know. And then just to make it easy, because you want to be in a relationship with this person or because you're in a relationship with the person, how about you tell them what you want? How about you say, this year's Valentine was good. Next year, this is what I would like. Oh, the person will say, oh, that's nice. I can plan towards it. As approaching men, this is what I plan towards, but men, it's looking like I'm not going to be able to do it. I think that a relationship where you can have a conversation about like nice, playful conversations and hard conversations are the ones that thrive. You cannot say that I can't discuss it with him because he will feel like, oh, I'm trying to tell him something. Yes, you're trying to tell him something. So discuss it. I can't discuss it with her because it's very difficult. And she's always comparing herself with her friends. Oh, then you tell her, I have a problem with this. I don't like the fact that everything about you is a competition. You are comparing everything I do. You are benchmarking me against your friend's boyfriend or your friend's husband. I cannot live up to that. Please, take me as I am, or let somebody that is how I am is okay for them. Let us part ways so that we can meet the people that can match our energy. So I would say that in the first place, you don't compare yourselves with anybody. Don't just do. Can you shut the door? Oh, no, shut the door. Shut the door. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Yes, myself. Don't compare and shut it up. Don't compare yourself with anybody. That's very, very important. Do you
Yeah.
and let your partner know that I'm doing you. Now, for the person that said, I know my partner can afford it, but he's not doing it, then you already have a problem. Now you're dating a stingy man or dating a stingy woman.
Ah.
And then you need to, yeah, if you think they can afford it and it's not something, and that it should be something they can do. I'm not saying something outlandish, but it's something that you think they should be able to do. And you already have a problem with that. It's not going to change, Joe. I always say, whatever you see in dating, you're going to see it times 100, raised to the power of 1,000,000,000. Why? Because the person doesn't feel the pressure to impress you anymore. There's no more pressure to perform. You are now a conquest. So you move into conquest zone and start trying to do things that will make the person excited. That's the way relationships work. So if you're saying the person is stingy now, I promise you, when you move into marriage zone, it's going to be stingy raised to the power of 100. So please manage your expectations and communicate your expectations. Nobody is a mind reader. People can figure things out because they spend time with you. But even that in itself can be wrong because people are changing. You are changing. You that you're having expectations, you are evolving, So I think it's unfair to put that on anybody. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much, Amaze. I think about expectations, that was really what you have communicated is really eye-opening. It's good to communicate because you are evolving. Because some people think, oh no, my partner is going to figure it out. No, you're evolving, you've changed. So I like that. I like the connection of that. So thank you so much. I think that's it. We have come to the end of our live session for Valentine's. We really hope that our young professionals are going to learn a lot. I've also learned a lot. Especially, I need to go back. The part where I missed because of the network. I need to go and watch that part. But yeah, thank you so much. Do you have any last words?
Yeah, I think thank you so much, Roshan. And so this was not my idea, by the way. It was Roshan's idea. Roshan was saying to me that the pressure is high for young professionals, and I need to say something about it since I tried to address them. And I really hope that I was able to take a bit of the pressure off. I'm sure that this video, Roshan is going to put it up immediately. The first thing I want to say, like parting words, I'd like to say, first of all, love is not a performance review. So please don't be thinking that you're having an appraisal tomorrow. No. It's not a performance review. You don't need to impress. You need to align. So if you're in a relationship, by now, both of you have impressed each other. So just keep aligning your goals, your desires, your emotional state, your growth. Alignment is what you should be doing, not necessarily. You will always want to impress each other, hopefully. So more of alignment is what you are doing. Choose wisdom over pressure. Choose wisdom over pressure. Pressure is fleeting. So don't go and do the wrong thing because you want to impress. No, so please choose wisdom over pressure. Choose peace over performance. Give yourself some peace. Give yourself permission to relax. That pressure to perform is a problem. So please choose peace over performance. And finally, build wisely, love wisely. You are in the building stage of your life. Don't let anybody pressure you into doing what you're not supposed to do when you're supposed to be building. Thank you very much, Chase Lifestyle. She said she likes the way both of us look beautiful tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Roshan is saying thank you too. I hope that this makes a lot of sense to you. So please remember the things I said. Love is not a performance review. You don't need to impress. You need to align. Choose wisdom over pressure. Choose peace over performance, and build wisely, love wisely. Until we meet again, our next live session is going to be with somebody really amazing. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. But that live is going to be taking place on the 26th of February, and we look forward to seeing you then. If you're just joining us, sorry, the video is going to go up on YouTube, and it's also going to go up on our page. If you have not gotten a copy of Stake or Place, please make sure that you do. Send us a DM, we'll send it to you. If you have not gotten a copy of Body Up, please also make sure that you get it. So till we see you again, have an amazing week, guys. Bye.